speaking of solid reports, now we can get away from nerd culture and talk about
And just-
serious cinema.
Oh yeah. You know, the what do you call it? The upper class of the entertainment industry, right? The Oscars.
Over. Cuties, okay, is in the news. Okay, apparently it's on the it's going to be an Oscar contender. It's on the French shortlist for international feature film category. That used to be foreign language category. They changed it in 2020 to international feature film. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, I'm not sure why that change happened, but they changed it to international. Okay. And apparently the Oscar Selection Committee will reach a decision on November 19th to decide on the final submission. Now, I was kind of confused because it's on the French short list and they can only have 5 movies. Apparently, according to Wikipedia, each country is invited to submit what it thinks is its best film to the Academy, only 1 film per country. And another prerequisite is it cannot be in English. Like there was even a Nigerian film recently that couldn't be submitted because most of the language was in English. So, and you know, I know there are some films from Great Britain that sometimes you need the subtitles for too, but they're still in English. Okay, and it's
so foreign means non-English.
It means foreign language, which is what I consider to be.
That's specifically the title. Gotcha.
And I understand that, and I'm fine with that being a category for film.
Gotcha.
Now they've changed it to international, which makes it more confusing because
that's where I was getting lost. Yeah.
There are plenty of international countries that speak English, like
exactly.
Singapore.
If you're going to call it international, I mean, again, we're talking language here. Language has meaning. If you say international, it means outside the U.S. That's Britain. That's New Zealand. That's Australia. You know?
Yeah.
If it's going to be foreign language, then call it that.
Yeah. And well, that's what they used to call it up until 2020. Now they changed it because did someone complain? Is the word foreign bad
because,
now?
Man, I'll tell you, I'll get a Klingon movie made because I can probably win an Oscar this year because there ain't nothing else going up against it.
You could. I wonder if that would work. Could you have like I want nothing.
It would be an independent film, sure.
Could you have a Klingon foreign language film and then submit it in the foreign because it's a foreign language?
Absolutely. It doesn't even have to have anything to do with Star Trek. It would just be in another language.
That's interesting.
I mean, William Shatner did a movie in Esperanto. Why not?
Incubus, right?
Yep.
Okay. Yes.
Good Cuties trivia there. Very good.
Leia plus sizes weren't Cuties. Are you kidding? No, I'm not kidding you. It's on the short list, and it may become the French nomination. We'll be following this story. Well,
so one of the things we were pointing out, and we were kind of getting at this, is that this year, what movies have been released at all? There is nothing to choose from. And I mean, we all know the Oscars at this point are a freaking joke anyway, but this just tops it. I mean, if you are, and my analogy would be if you are, you know, Michelin, you know, and you give the 5 stars to the best of the best, you know, restaurants, right? If something were to happen that caused all the best restaurants to close up, you wouldn't start giving out 5 stars to McDonald's. But that's kind of what the Oscars is doing.
Hey, if it's all that's around,
that's
why I'm thinking. You still
have to maintain a standard, right? And there is nothing. If the Oscars cared about their status, they would say, you know what? There's just not enough competition this year. There isn't going to be an Oscars this year, and all the better because we don't want everybody getting together when we're trying to social distance. So we're gonna virtue signal, and we're not even gonna do the Oscars this year.
Well, we're having the Oscars this year, and it's going to be the different nominations.
And it's going to be all the crap that nobody cared about, and no one went to the theaters to see.
Cuties could not even win Best International Picture. It could be one of the 9 if we think about it. What could be up for the 9? I was thinking of movies that were released.
I would say that it can't be up for the 9. It couldn't be up for like Best Picture because it wasn't released in theaters. That's a big problem with their selection method.
But I think Good point, but I think isn't the rule even for the foreign language category it has to be released in theaters? Perhaps it was released like
It
in
was
some.
released in France originally.
It was released in France, and maybe Sundance aired it the first day before they had to shut down the festival or something. I don't know. Maybe it was shown.
I think
somewhere.
it was shown at Cannes. Yeah,
It was shown somewhere, and it did. So it can be. So I don't know. That's a good point. Does it have to? But yeah, this is just. But yeah, I don't know. It's this movie keeps popping up in the news. It doesn't go away.
it is. It's like a bad penny that, and nobody really cares about it. There is really nobody who really cares about it except for their virtue signaling. We got to defend it because other people don't like it. It's really ridiculous BS. And the fact that and everyone that tries to prop it up just ends up looking more and more stupid.
But I was thinking of the 9. What movies have been released theatrically this year? We have Bad Boys for Life, right? Which I think was the best box office picture so far this year. Actually,
what's that other one? Tenet.
Oh, Tenet
actually was released.
Yeah, we had the Fantasy Island motion picture where they made the old television show into a horror movie by Blumhouse, and it wasn't good.
The Banana Splits this year too?
That would have been last year's Oscars. I'm sorry.
Okay.
No.
I'm having a hard time even thinking of movies that came out this year.
So you're thinking Oscars should just be postponed until we actually have theatrical releases again? And
if they cared at all about their reputation, absolutely.
Well, we'll see. I don't know. I'm going to be very curious though to see if France actually submits this movie.
Actually, I think it'll be. I'm going to go back on what I said. Yeah, I am glad the Oscars are going on this year so that they could be that much more of a laughing stock to everybody.
Did you watch last year's Oscars at all?
No, I never watched the Oscars.
I used to watch them when they had the 5 nominees. When they went to 9, I'm like, this is stupid. And what happened was, I think Bret Easton Ellis, he had a podcast, and he argued that the Oscars didn't nominate The Dark Knight for Best Picture 1 year, and I don't know if it was during a 9 year as well. No, or no, maybe it was during a 5 year, and people argued, listen, it was arguably one of the better movies released that year, even from a production standpoint, just cinematography wise. It should have at least gotten a nomination. You didn't have to give it the win.
Well, it's very much becoming the whole, who are these people in the Academy and why do I care what they think? It's just a bunch of hoity-toity people who think who the heck they are in a circle. I'll leave it at that.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens. But I'll be keeping a close tab on this one.
Blumhouse ruins everything, Melissa Harris.